Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. As you can tell, I'm back in business, kind of. And I have here my little friend. And the little friend is called Tămâioasă Românească. There is a Romanian sweet wine, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And it's sweet wine, great wine, cheers. Now, let's move to the world of the living. You probably know that Vladimir Putin announced that he will deploy tactical nuclear weapons to Belarus. And all the weasels are upset about it. It's like somebody kicks you in the balls and you go and kick him back and say, hey, you can't do that, only I can kick you in the balls. So this is basically what's going on here. And I have here a full array of a spectrum of countries that are, you can't do that. And Putin is like, okay, all right, take a ticket, wait in line. So what am I talking about? We have a lot of countries here that decided that actually what Putin is doing is wrong just because he's a bad dude and the Russians are bad. Why? I don't know. And we have the other side, which has tactical or nuclear weapons in about 5 countries in Europe, and they are supposed to have it because they are the countries of good. Why? I don't know. I mean, they dropped atomic bombs after all. So let's see these weasels here. First article. Bram pam pam. Comes from Ukrainska Pravda. France calls for cancellation of agreement on deployment of Russian nuclear weapons in Belarus. Hey, but why? France has called for the cancellation of the agreement on deploying Russian tactical nuclear weapons to Belarus. France, and I'm quoting, France condemns the statement of the Russian president on the agreement between Russia and Belarus on the deployment of nuclear weapons there, following Russia's violation of the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, which led to its termination, and the announcement of the suspension of Russia's participation in the jerk-off. Okay, that's the first article. But let me start a little bit back off to what the Russians said. So, and then we can analyze what the weasels say. So we go to this article. I'm not going to repeat it. I'm just going to use it. Use it and abuse it. Putin says Russia will station blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we go down here, and he said that, this is what Putin said. And you tell me, we are not doing, I'm quoting, we are not doing what they, the West, United States, have been doing for decades, stationing them. So we are doing what they have been doing for decades, stationing them in certain allied countries, preparing the launch platforms and training their crews, end quote. Putin said, speaking in an interview on blah, we are going to do the same thing. All right, well, what do you mean? You kick me in the balls and I can kick you in the balls because why? So Putin said, which I said, I'm not happy, but full of myself, let's put it this way. Because I knew, and it was not a genius move, let's put it this way, but as a weasel, I'm happy about it, that this guy says things that I was saying so long before this. Putin will do this, and I'm waiting for Cuba and Nicaragua. Those are the next 2 countries on the list, okay? And he said, well, you guys have weapons in Europe, and we put it in Belarus, and now you all having a, I don't know, how do you call that, group suicidal session or something. So let's see what's next here. Well, this is one article. Then I'm going to go to this one, and he says that actually not this one. That's this one. This is where the allies have weapons. So Putin argued that by deploying its that's a fact, what the fuck, tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus, Russia was following the lead, yes, of the United States, noting that the United States has nuclear weapons based in Belgium, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, and Turkey. And this is what I just said right now. We are doing the same thing. Now, you tell me, if you don't think in terms of good or bad, bad and good, good and evil, we are the good ones somehow, and they're the bad ones somehow, then yeah, Putin is not allowed to have it. But wait a second, are we the good ones? Well, we have good and bad. They have good and bad. Look at the last 30 years and see who's the good and who's the bad here, who's the ugly. Certainly not us. And this is what the Russian says. You know what? You did this, we're going to do the same thing. And everybody's like, oh my God, oh way, you can't do that. Well, Putin said, well, watch me. And I guarantee you, Putin will do that. Why? Good or bad, the Russians are consistent in whatever they say. I'm going to punch you in the face, they're going to punch you in the face. They're going to give you $1, they're going to give you $1, and all that. Let's now move to the articles where the countries of the good, self-appointed, self-ascribed countries of the good will tell us that Putin should not do that because, I don't know, something like that. So let's go to this article first with the French, which I already read. All right, let's go to the next one, which is Polish. Oh my God, Polish is upset. The ones that buy 500 HIMARS units and 300 Suno, whatever, from South Korea. Foreign Ministry responds to Putin decision regarding nuclear weapons in Belarus. Okay, see what you have to vomit here. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Poland has called Russia's intention to deploy tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus a step to draw Minsk deeper into development of Russian military machine. Okay, and I'm quoting here. We believe is not based on facts. Already you lost me as a fan. That Vladimir Putin's decision to place tactical nuclear weapons, and I'm adding, like United States in Netherlands, Belgium, Italy, I think, Germany, and whatever, and their means of delivery in Belarus further increases tensions in connection with Russian aggression, hey, unprovoked, remember that one, against Ukraine. This is another step towards drawing Belarus into the cogs of the Russian military machine, said the spokesman of blah, 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 you come too much, basically. So, Norok, cheers. Bonsai! Bonsai! All right. Let's move on. I'm not going to say it in Russian because they already say that I'm on Putin's. Okay. So, all of a sudden, if this guy deploys it to Belarus, all the other guys say, oh, it's an imbalance, it's an escalation. Ooh. Okay. Is Netherlands and Belgium and Germany and all these weasels providing weapons to Ukraine? Oh yeah, but we are the good. Everything goes like this. We are the good, they are the bad. I'm not convinced that's the case. We drop 2 nuclear weapons. We invade. They, not we. It's not you and I. That's another point. It's like we. No. That's some interest with their paid politicians, or my bad, not paid, campaign donation friends. And they declared and they did this because, I don't know, and they're the good ones. Remember, napalm dropped in Vietnam, you know, who started with white phosphorus and phosphorus, I think it's called, and all those little weasel weapons. Oh, it was the Russians, right? Yeah, just check it out. And Yugoslavia as well. Depleted Ukrainian. Yeah, depleted Ukrainian too. So anyway, they are the bad, we are the good, just because. Next one, Bulgaria. Hey, Bulgaria. What's going on with you? I love your national anthem. That's my favorite. Even is better than the Russian ones. Russian one. I said once, but anyway, run. Excuse me, I had to drink another wine here. Bulgaria calls for peace talks after Putin's decision to deploy tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus. Hey, what's up? Are you scared, homie? So anyway, these are another ones. Next one. Oh, even Borrell, this semi-conscious, is following in Biden's footsteps from Ukrainska Pravda, 26th of March, 2023. Russian nuclear weapons in Belarus threaten European security. Okay, yeah, I bet it does, as your nuclear weapons, where are they? I think here, right? Threaten the Russian security. So what are we going to do about it? I tell you what we're going to do about it. We're going to go back to 2021 December. We're going to talk to Lavrov and get his list of discussing the security concerns of the Russian Federation, and maybe we can come and solve that problem after so many thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people that were displaced, killed, wounded, all right, a country destroyed, all right, and after that we can come back to where you didn't want to talk in the first place. But hey, you can do that, only I can do that. Remember the other guy, the JFK, JFK in 1962? Cuban Missile Crisis, remember? Khrushchev said, you know what, guys? Hey, you got to get your fucking missiles, Jupiter missiles, from Italy, and it was the main thing, it was Turkey. And then I said, the Russians said, can you tell? The Americans said, beat it, go by. And Khrushchev, okay, we're gonna bring it to Cuba. We can't do that. You can't do that. Well, they just did that in front of everybody, and we're gonna retaliate. What happened after that? In 6 months, the Americans took their Jupiter nuclear weapons from Turkey. The same thing is gonna happen right now, but right now is more serious than then. I would bet. All right, let's move on to the next Weasel article. We got this idiot, Borrell. Let's see what he has to say. All right, Borrell. Belarus hosting Russian nuclear weapons would mean an irresponsible escalation and threat to European security. Belarus can still stop it. It is their choice. Shut the fuck up. How about that? Clump. We don't want that one. Now, here, I wanted to go to Ukraine forum, and this guy wants to know where they should send a missile to. And I don't want to give them the coordinates. I'm pretty sure that they have them. But anyway, so they said yes, I said no. They said yes, I said no. I said yes, I said no. So I can read the freaking article. They want to say, hey, Emil, where are your locations, your coordinates? You already know them. You got my phone. You know where I'm at. The exact location. All right, confirm choices. Click. All right, now we can read it. Ukraine forum. Mr. Kosman, you're under arrest. Oh, gotta go, my friends. Ukraine forum, Saturday, 26 March. U.S. sees no signs. Russian nukes deployed in Belarus. This is the weasel, John Kirby, who speaks like this, by the way. Just watch him. Like he has a dick in his ass. Let's put it this way. He might like it. Well, that's his choice. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. I feel like this. Anyway, let's go back to the next one. Oh, Putin says Moscow to place nuclear weapons. Okay. This is the one with his, we have seen any reason to adjust, blah, blah, blah. This is Ukraine demands emergency UN meeting over Putin nuclear plan. Hey, buddy, what's up this one? What's up with this one? Oh, nothing? What? Then drop this shit. How about that? Oh, I was not on. Too much wine. All right, let's go. So this is it. Ukraine demands emergency, blah, blah, blah. What's up with that? Belgium, Germany, Italy, Netherlands, and Turkey. Means nothing. Nothing. Justice, one of the aspects of justice is reciprocity. And I will repeat that over and over and over again. If there's no reciprocity in terms of the agreement, that means there's no equals. There's no justice. Because if you can impose something on me and I can't impose something on you, that means you have a higher status than I have. And somehow, I don't know how, maybe you figured it out, somehow some countries ascribe themselves this dogmatic, religious, of being the good. But if you look at their record, they have good and bad, but somehow they're the good. And the other ones are the good and the bad. They talk about the Russian imperialistic tendencies. Well, I know empires when I see them. And excuse me, I'm dying here, man. Oh, let me get some medicine. No rock. So they talk about Russians' imperialistic tendencies. Well, how many military bases does Russia have, or the Russian Federation has across the globe? 3 or 4? one in Tartur, whatever, Syria. The other one is in Belarus, and one is, I think, in Baikar, by whatever, where they have sent the missiles up. Missiles, rockets in space. I think that's about it. How many does the peace-loving country, United States of America? 740 some? Huh? But I know they're the forces of good because, hey, they say it. I love United States of America. I want it to be what it's supposed to be. The problem is it's not going that way. It's not going that way, socially and politically as well. But hey, what do I know? In this case, they can cry how much they want. Putin is not doing, and is mildly doing, what the other guy is doing. The other guy has, what, nuclear weapons in 5 countries or so in Europe. And this guy say, well, you're going to bring it to Belarus. And wait, Kaliningrad, that little enclave, will have them too. Okay, maybe, I'm not sure if they will, for the reason of safety, security. It's a small enclave, could be surrounded, and that's why maybe they will not deploy nuclear weapons over there. But Belarus is big; it's hard to get there to get them. I'm talking about the enemies of Russia. So no, they will deploy them. They will have them over there, and I'm waiting for Cuba and Nicaragua to say the same thing. These are the first ones in line. Yeah, one after another in queue. So thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.